All right. Oh, that's cool. With the whole major look. All right. Welcome to the Miscellaneous Podcast. I'm your host, Polly, and on tonight's Miscellaneous Misfits, we have Kira.
Hola.
Chappie.
Hey.
Jaded Spider.
What up?
And Sam I Am Dustin.
Oh, hey there.
We are live in the chat tonight, so everybody watch your language. We don't want to get banned like the first night, even though we have no, But first and foremost, you guys all heard. Jimmy Buffett passed away yesterday.
Friday.
Yeah. Oh, it was Friday when he passed away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah.
So let's give a nice shout out to Jimmy Buffett. Here's my thing. So, I'm not a big Jimmy Buffett fan, so to speak. I don't know if you guys were or not.
He was good at concert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been to more than one of his concerts. He was good.
Yeah. And it was just kind of like, it was a part of our culture ever since we were kids. I always wanted to see it live because I always heard that what he'd do is he would go through the coastlines and just do random shows everywhere. And I always thought that was really cool. And I always wanted to be there when he would arrive at one. But my gypsy days did not help me out in that kind of fashion. So, oh well.
Say Margaritaville was definitely my favorite one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Margaritaville. I do like the one with Toby Keith, the new one they had, the newer one. Yeah, that was pretty good. So
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes. Didn't Uncle Kracker do something with him too, I think?
I just don't really pay attention to Uncle Kracker or Kid Rock. They make me think of each other.
They make you what?
They make me think of each other. Like Uncle Kracker and Kid Rock are just kind of
there.
2 in 1.
I got you. All right.
I think Uncle Kracker used to be Kid Rock's DJ, didn't he?
Oh, I wouldn't know. You would know that. You're the music guy, I guess.
Yep, that might be why I think of them as one.
I don't know if it was Kid Rock's, but he was for sure somebody's DJ at one point. But I think it was Kid Rock's, to be honest.
That's cool. I like that. So, let me see.
I finally got situated correctly. Nice.
Yeah? So, I don't know if we can see this in there or not. Can you go to the YouTube channel? Because I want to show everybody in the YouTube, because I don't know if they see the Discord or us. So
I'm watching the YouTube right now, and it's just YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll put this here with the halvesies, even though you'll probably see us twice in there. Sorry.
Oh,
and there we go. Yeah, so we'll have the halvesies like this. That's fine. Isn't that cool? We got this going. Yeah. Until we start doing all the big slideshows and stuff like that. So let's talk a little bit current events. You guys see what's happening in Burning Man right now?
Somebody got murdered?
I had a conspiracy theory with that.
Yeah?
My best friend sent me a TikTok of the conspiracy theory. They're saying that it's a flood, but they're saying there's people from the inside are now getting power to their phones and are sending text messages out and saying that there's some sort of outbreak going on.
What?
Yeah.
No shit.
So somebody said it I think somebody thought it was an Ebola outbreak. There's some sort of outbreak, but the government's hiding it.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, I like that. That could be true because, the hurricane that came up the West Coast, it hit the Burning Man wherever it is this year, and it's making it miserable because it's an empty ancient. Here, I'm gonna have somebody explain it for us since I'm really bad at this. Okay, so I found this on the old Tiki Taki, and here we go. Let me 2 seconds. Here we go.
Burning Man for the second time. Here are 5 terrible things about Burning Man nobody tells you. The playa is not a sand dune, sand-based desert. It's an ancient alkali salt bed. It becomes a fine dust that covers your skin, fills your lungs, and is basic, the opposite of acidic. Many people's skin reacts to the dust by cracking and turning red. It actively dehydrates you. You have to wash yourself in some sort of acid like vinegar or lemon juice in order to neutralize the playa before you can wash it off, and it will stay in your clothes and tent and gear forever.
That's not good.
Burning Man has also become a playground for rich assholes. It costs a lot of money to go to Burning Man now, and they even have a special tier called a FOMO ticket where you can pay over $1,000 to guarantee that you get a ticket to go, meaning only the ultra wealthy can afford to do that. These wealthy camps are usually the only ones who can afford to bring massive sound stages and art to the playa, so they're the ones who get the best experience, the best placement, and the most perks like electricity. Despite claiming to be a leave no trace event, Burning Man is incredibly wasteful, with over 10,000 bicycles left every year by people who just abandon them, on top of all of the other garbage and trash that is either left on playa or left along the roads on the side, including entire art cars. There's a surprising amount of crime in Black Rock City, including theft, rape, violent attacks, etc. It is a literal city of 70,000 people, and with that many people, it's very hard for folks to be held accountable for their shitty actions. This is also a place where a large amount of people are taking substances and being made vulnerable, which allows people to take advantage of them in their vulnerable state. This feels extra shitty, especially with reason number 5, there are cops everywhere. Not only does Black Rock City have their own police force called Rangers, there are a huge amount of undercover federal cops there whose only job is to make money off of fines. The most common way of doing this is finding someone who has Happy Leaf on them and then giving them a fine and taking all their stuff. My friend had an encounter with a naked festival goer who came into their camp, asked if anyone had something to share. They shared with him, he left, and came back 20 minutes later in a full uniform with a bunch of other police and raided the entire camp. Nobody told...
All right, so there's 5 things I did not know.
No.
But here's my thing: isn't weed legal now for the most part in
No,
most states?
not federally.
Yeah, not federally. If they're federal officers, they can still fine you and arrest you.
Oh wow. Oh, just weird. It sounded good on you guys' end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good, because we spent several days, thanks to Dustin and Jaden, for making sure we get this kind of corrected. But thanks. All right, good time. So Burning Man, horrible place right now. And it's funny because it was like, do you guys remember the Fire Festival thing at all? You ever heard of that?
Oh
So-
yeah, the scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scam. So this guy wanted to do a festival. What? You there?
Hi.
Oh, hey,
Brother
Joe. All right, welcome.
Yeah,
So
so-
the Fire Festival was this festival that they wanted to do like in these small islands, and Ja Rule and everybody was kind of a part of it. And this guy was just a scammer. He was a con artist. He used to make these back in the late 80s or late 90s, early 2000s, were these metal credit cards that were, and I kind of remember those being around, like they were really hardcore credit cards. And this guy who created them is a con artist. He then did the Fireman. And the Fireman pretty much was left like FEMA needed shit. I mean, they had nothing set up. It was bad sewage and everything everywhere. There's no infrastructure. It was horrible. And this reminds me similar to that because no one had sympathy for these people in firemen, kind of like in the same thing with Burning Man. No offense. It's just because it's a rich, only like, influencers and rich people can go to these things because they cost obscene. Remember, what was it? They redid Woodstock back in the 90s and the early 2000s. And that's, it was early 90s and then late 90s, I think. But it was so expensive.
First one was in 94 because I snuck into that one. And then the second one was in 99.
Whoa, really? Dude, what was that like?
99 was the shit show. 94 was actually pretty good. I mean, it was still kind of, corporate-y, but it wasn't that bad. But I was able to sneak in, so it was fine. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome. I got to throw mud at Green Day.
Really? How was that like?
Oh, that was
Did you have
awesome.
fun with that one?
Oh god, it was amazing.
He's like, I'm Green Day.
I mean, the fact that I was able to get in there free because we were coming back from summer camp. I was the camp counselor that summer, and we were just like, we just decided to just drive through. We were like,
Wait,
like,
you
yeah,
were a
let's just
camp.
keep
Wait,
driving.
hold on. You were a camp counselor, and you decided, as a camp counselor, to just go and sneak into Woodstock.
no, we were on our way home. Camp was over, and we were on our way home.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
weren't,
he
you were
said
no
he
longer
had-
taking care of
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
impressionable people.
Yeah, we just loaded the kids in the van and said, "Hey guys, we're going to Woodstock." They're like, "Okay."
That's a camp to remember, though, if you think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a camp for richie kids, so I mean, it was basically a camp up in
They could
northern
afford it.
Minnesota. Yeah, it was like basically they just like shipped their kids off for like 6 weeks for 2 months. It's like, here, get it. We don't want our kids for the summer, so here, take our kids.
Nice. That's good.
Actually,
So,
one of the kids at the camp was Mike Bush from Channel 5, the sportscaster news guy.
Really,
One of
his kid?
Yeah, one of his kids was at the camp.
Wow. That
I was
guy's
kind of shocked.
yeah.
I was kind of shocked when it was like where it was like Parents' Day. The parents showed up, and I was like, wait a second, I know that guy.
Nice. What was it? It wasn't Mike Bush. Who was the other guy who was the weatherman back in the day?
Connor?
No, I don't know. Who the one that committed suicide? Or we can't say that no more. I'm sorry. He unalived himself.
Unalived himself.
That's so.
It's
Isn't that the
alive.
same thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's a lot more PC friendly.
How
And
is that PC
actually-
friendly?
And actually, within the community, you actually say they completed suicide. They didn't.
Attempt.
Yeah, they didn't attempt suicide. They completed suicide. Within the community, I don't know what this whole
You're getting
PC bullshit
educated.
is. I don't know what that looks like.
Unalived.
This makes no sense. Oh,
Yeah, the whole
okay.
unalive thing is just
Alright.
like, get out of here.
There we go. Okay, so we had that. There's more Maui conspiracies. There's other conspiracies
My
coming
boss
on, but
is down there.
let's talk about something fun. What do you
Yeah, my
guys
boss.
think?
I want to be in Maui for that. I want to be on FEMA.
Oh, there. What?
My boss is there with FEMA.
Oh, nice.
He's a
Cool.
reservist.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
I'll thank him for his service. I'll be like, hey, thanks.
Like, cause you wanted to go down there.
Yeah. Now I get stuck with all his bullshit.
All right. First curse word of the night.
Crap. I didn't even realize I said it. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, I said a lot worse words than that, so be proud of me. That's the only one I said.
So we stated and we talked about for a
John
while.
John Stamos did a song with the rapper Jax.
Okay.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Second curse word of the night. That's the big one. The F one is probably going to get us knocked off.
He's
Sorry.
effing and jeffing over here.
Yeah.
We have no control over it.
No, we have no control over our hosts. No. So, all right. So let's talk about our Indy Pop Con, whatever. No, that's November or something. Never mind. But we went to Indy Pop Con. All right, and there we go. We're prepared. See, there you go. Here's the camera. We had press passes.
Had fun
Fancy.
too.
Yes. So we had talked to you guys about all the cons we were going on, and it was pretty stressful for me as they progressed. But this one was the last one, hopefully, of the year,
Yes,
right?
it was definitely the last
And
one.
we got our press passes. I was really excited because we're all walking around like we're like, ooh, we're press people. Yeah,
Well,
look
you
at us.
were.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep us on schedule
Yeah.
because we had a +1 with us.
Well, you're away from your microphone though. I don't know. All right.
I'm
You
gonna
figure it
just laugh. He just jacks you in the face right
Oh
on
yeah, it's
camera.
coming. Oh, it's coming.
I
Yeah.
was thinking about that.
Gordon, you're
Yeah.
just it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
one of
that
the-
cartoon when it hits your face and you just everything
I'm
just
thinking-
slow mo.
I'm thinking, how close does it have to be?
To hit me or
No, for me to talk into it.
I don't know. That's what I was saying. Play around with it. You'll hear it louder in your ear.
I don't.
Words.
Here, hold on. Let's try this. All right.
So we're
Move
gonna
up a
have
little bit.
curse words and violence. Great, awesome.
All right. Oh no, it's falling apart. Oh, it came off. That's nice. Just hold it up. There you go. Oh god, it like broke. I need to get a whole new assembly.
This is
Oh.
why we can't have nice things.
Good thing we're live when this happened. All right, so we went to Indy Pop Con. I was really excited because we had press. Thank you. We had press passes. Now, this is how it gets started. So, months and months ago, we went to the first Indy Pop Con, and we had
it was Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah.
Comic Con.
Thank you. And so we had a good time with it, and we found a next place to go to for hotel-wise because Marriott was horrible. We just listen to our previous show; you'll hear about it. So we went to the Hyatt this time around, And we had a better experience. We got pool time. That was really good.
Because I made sure of it.
Yeah. And all this other stuff. So let's start with the slideshow. Mostly because I'm so proud we can do this now.
Stand
So
by.
this was our. Let me change this out here.
Why does it like have a screen of a screen?
Give me a second. Hold on
I'm
one second. Let me
confused.
get all this going here. No, that's not what I wanted. All right, technical
button.
difficulties. Why is it? Is it? Oh, this is great. Hold on. Is the screen thing is still going? Stop. All right, we need to do this. No, this. Hold on. Where are we at? Polly's cam. Polly's cam needs to move here, and this needs to go here. And
This is trippy.
I know, right?
As
And let's redo
As
this.
F.
Okay.
as
So,
Oh, go back. You had it. Yep, there you go.
all right. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, cool. Yay! All right, everybody.
We're
So
professionals.
yes. Joe
Can
Rogan,
you
eat
tell?
your heart out. So I mean, we have the best like background, everything. So so this was our view of our hotel room. It was the Capitol Suite, and you get to see the capital of Indianapolis.
I think it was
Hence-
beautiful. And like
Wait.
during the day it was even more beautiful. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
As the sun was going down.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. We have pictures of that later. So now we go over here. So this is us with our press passes, which I was really happy about because it's the first time ever having press passes.
And like
Do I get to make commentary when we get to the people who have? God, I can't cuss with this. Butts that are better than mine.
Yeah. Yeah, we can
What
talk
the
all
hell?
about that. Yep.
Damn you butt.
I'm gonna just say I'm straight, but I'm envious of that.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's still going. Come on now. Stop with this. I'm trying to like back it up. There you go.
Back it up.
There
there
you
we
go.
go.
Wind it up.
You should
All right.
pause in the cam butt.
Yeah. So all right. So we get our press passes, and we're walking in, and we're all just kind of having a good time. We knew the layout from last time, so we get there.
because so keep in mind we had a plus one with us. We
Yeah.
brought my brother along.
Yeah.
And the ride down there, we want to start with the ride down there because it was late. You know, it was getting dark. We were all getting tired, and we were all kind of getting on Polly about his driving.
Yeah.
Which was kind of the funniest part.
Yeah.
And he was getting on us like, "Shut up,
Yeah.
taxi drivers."
Yeah, because at one point it's like it's nightfall when we're getting there, and it's this horrible traffic, and I'm trying to focus, and you have both of them in the back, her in the front seat, him in the back seat, just telling me how I need to drive, and I was like, shut up, just shut up, okay, like you do. So we get
That's
it.
when you wish cars had ejector seats.
Yeah, I was just gonna like unlock doors and kick them open, but
That works too.
no, it was a scary moment for everybody if you look at it that way because we're surrounded by semis and cars and everyone's butt to butt because they're trying to get around the semi and the semi's not backing down. You know how that goes. So yeah, so we get into Indy Pop Con the next day. Yeah, because we
Yeah. Because we get our passes and then we have more questions.
Yeah. So we get our passes and then we're like, we would like to know more about things. So can we please go and see, sites, take the tour. So let me fast forward through these pics real quick to get to, it should be in order, but for some reason this is not in order. So sorry, we're going to go back to everything. Just give me a second. This is really great. Cause like hold on, let me see if I can fix this real quick. Cause it was in order at one point. So talk amongst yourselves. So, what kind of conspiracy theories does everybody have?
I still say Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
I agree.
Is
I
Joe
mean, of
still
course-
here?
yeah.
That female dog.
Okay. Is Joe still here?
No, Joe left.
Oh. Well, that
We
sucks.
bored Joe.
Yeah, he was in and out probably. There you go. All right, let's see if this works again. All right, so we have this picture. This picture. Nope.
Nope.
Never mind. All right, we'll continue. So,
Yay! Technology.
all right, we're just going to be out of
Yeah.
order then. So these are all the people that there is a lot of people at this Indy
Mhm.
PopCon. So the Chicago PopCon we thought was, because it's the third largest, it would be insane with all these different people and, you know, not to sound like a weirdo beardo, but like these kind of girls. So, no,
don't
it was not the
like me.
case. So we go to Indy PopCon and it was like, that was that.
And like, but the difference is these girls could pull it off though.
Yeah, mostly everybody here made their own outfits. These outfits are incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And as the press, I felt a need to make sure we get pictures of all these people so that we can have them for a show. You know, it's all about the media.
And they put like a lot of dedication and hard work into it. Like, it's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has entered the room.
So,
Cooper.
hey, what's up, Coop? So, like, the one thing I liked about these is that, like, they're more unique than you think they are. It's not just the Joker. If you look at the Joker, it's the Joker with a crowbar. You know, it's like these other versions of them I thought were really cool. You know?
And like when I seen the crowbar, I immediately thought of Jason Todd.
Who?
Jason Todd. You know, he was one of the versions of Robin,
Oh, okay.
who eventually became Red Hood.
Oh, okay. So while we get in, and I don't know what this picture's going to show, but we're going to talk about this. So we get in there and we huh?
I'm gonna zoom in on her on that one where you just annoyed the crap out of her and she huffed and shook her head at you.
Who did? Oh, about that.
Here.
Okay.
You should
So when we first got into the PopCon, we went up and we got our badges from this really cool line that they had set up and everything. And we're eventually going to get to these pictures apparently because like everything's out of order. But like you see these great elaborate costumes everybody came up with. So we meet up with the PR manager. His name is Carl Dunninger. I'm going to butcher his last name, but me and him had emailed each other when we first got announced that we had the press passes.
Oh, I like it.
Just
They're flashy.
Yeah. So we got there and we got to talk to him and we asked about all this stuff, and the first thing he said is, "You're the only people who ever said, 'Hey, what can I can and can't do?'" And I was laughing about that because I was like, "Well, what does that mean?" He goes, "Oh yeah, people are just coming all, just gonna do whatever." Because I wanted to actually go up to these actors, sit next to them, and do an interview while they like signature people. Yeah, they said no, I couldn't do that.
Shocking.
Yeah. So then I was like, how about if I catch them, behind the curtain as they're like going for lunch and everything? No, I couldn't do that. No. So then I thought, okay, can we have one-on-one time with these actors to have interviews with them? No, you can't do that. And it's not because there's issues. It's because these guys, this is like their 8-hour day.
Yeah, this is like working an 8-hour shift.
I mean, they are literally just sitting there writing their damn signature or whatever, meeting with everybody, then going to take pictures and then come back to sign again.
Or going to panels, answering questions for fans.
That's going to be printed, ain't it?
So this one I really like. This is from Silent Hill.
Yeah, and then one's a regular and one's a variation. I really like that one.
Yeah, they really, they made these all from scratch. I was like, that's pretty badass. That is one big-ass Bowie knife.
And
I'd like to see that.
And like learning about this stuff, how actors and actresses and voice actors do this 8 hours a day made me even more appreciate them doing this, coming to conventions and doing this. And then thinking back to Grant's line and all that stuff, I'm thinking, holy crap.
Yeah, these lines, some are insane. And what's weird is, so we have we have video of us walking through, but we don't have it. I'm still learning how to work this system, so we don't have it up. But it will be on like other, when we have the show posted. I'll probably will put it all out. But you get to see like the row of all the celebrities, and it was amazing how what was his name? Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
His was pretty big, but the one that was the worst was the Naruto lady.
Yes.
That one for 3 days was like the
Mila
biggest
Flanagan,
line
yeah.
ever. So it was all about, that. Like people care more about these voice actors than they do.
But the thing, and it's like, how can I say it? Anime voice acting is just like Hollywood. You have to stay current, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Guys, feel free to inject if you want to.
I'm
Okay.
just ogling over the pictures.
All right, so this picture right here, this was the line to get in. And you see they're all dressed and stuff like that. And to
I
the
love
right,
the carpet. Very
yeah. And that's where we met. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, but there's Barf. I like that.
Barf.
So you see in the background, like this thing, so I focused mostly on everyone there and the vendors because like we all kind of knew the celebrities. The Chicago trip, we did hit the big celebrity stuff. We're going to talk about that later. We're going to do a different show. But this one was like, I want to do this. So this is Taylor. He was the one who showed us how to get to the convention because we were lost.
Yeah, there had been no way we could have found it without him.
He appeared. Huh?
He looks interesting.
He literally appeared out of nowhere. Like we get off the elevator. No, he was on. No, I forgot. We get out of our room and we go straight into the elevator and he was there holding the elevator for us. And then that's where we first met him. He goes, "Hi, you guys are going to the convention?" We're like, "Yes." And he goes, "So am I."
He's like, "Yes, show us the way, plan."
Yep.
Please.
So he led the way. Now, who is he dressed as again?
Raven from Teen Titans.
Teen Titans. There you go.
I
Now
would
this
have told
is.
him I would have guessed you were on the way to Comic Con.
You what?
Yeah. I would have never guessed who was. I just thought that was an everyday attire.
I know, right? I mean, I would wear that to a local Starbucks. So this guy back here is he's the PR manager. I took a picture
We
of
owe
him.
a huge thank you.
Yeah,
to
this
him.
is Carl. Not him. Go back. This is Carl. And we owe a lot because we talked to him twice in the whole weekend, and we did cover a lot of things. Look at Abe, dude. This guy was this tall. Abe Lincoln, the vampire killer.
Is that call?
Nice.
What did I just say? He was legit that tall?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I stopped. Like, these people just walk around, and I stop them. Hey, cat. And we just stop him, and then we're just like, oh, that's cool. But Carl, I love his shirt. I was
know,
like, dude,
right?
where'd you get that shirt? He goes, we had it made for this. So
I would have wore that to work. That's the sad thing.
I would too, yeah. Nice little bowling shirt. So now we have, that one, okay, so somebody made an R2-D2. And I think he was behind us or in front of us. I forgot where he's at.
He was behind us.
I always got to take a picture. Now, this is funny because this is, what is that about?
It's from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you can see it in The Legend of Korra. But it's kind of a inside joke about every time the vendor is around Aang and his gang, they always destroy his cart
What
of
is in the
cabbages.
stroller?
That's the head of Deadpool. That's Deadpool. With the head
Deadpool, the
of
Deadpool head?
Yeah, where his head is, and the eyes move and the head moves and stuff. So I thought it was cool. And behind him is Lego Jedi. You'll see later. So now this is a dog. Where's the dog from?
So that's actually one of the guests. The dog is an actor, but it's also a service dog.
But he was so
That's
cute.
fantastic.
He
I'm
just
gonna
barks.
I'm gonna get my service dog a power jeep.
Yeah. It was fun because like the dog just kept barking the whole time and just he'd come around. So we went to these podcast panels, right, where they were giving away gifts. They're on the desk over there. So I just sat in line. I sat and I was like listening to these podcasts, kind of seeing like what's ours compared to that kind of stuff. And the service dog would just come around every once in a while. There's the dog again, woof woof, and then drive off. And it was so cute and adorable. It was fun. So then we have this, and now we're caught up. Now this guy,
Mysterio, yes, that was probably one of my favorite cosplays.
it was, and he talks to you and everything. I have video of it. I will put it up on the other thing. But yeah, I bought shit from there but dude, look how badass. This was a vendor. He really got into it. So it was a video because he kept swiping my card and it wouldn't work, and I was kind of like sitting there going, "Uh-oh," like, do I have enough money in there? Uh-oh. So I took a video of it because yeah, it's kind of funny.
Because and then I just handed Polly a $10 bill. It's like, here.
Yeah, I felt really bad. So what's the do with the
Hothead.
yeah?
Plant versus Zombies.
Okay, and I love the guy from Breaking Bad in the middle, and then that's
Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. That's pretty cool. Now this is your brother. And here's the funny thing. So the guy who we went to Chicago with, his name is Rick. That's him behind him. He always cosplays as Michael Myers. He does an amazing job. And we'll talk about it later. Because, like, dude, literally, we were walking from the parking lot of the Chicago to get to the Chicago Expo, like from the parking lot. This dude, Michael Myers, looked like he was just walking regular and just zooming across the parking lot. And we're like, this is how they kill people. This is how it does in the movies, man. Like we couldn't keep up with him. There was a lady passing us because we thought, okay, we're walking that slow. She couldn't catch up to him. But I love the photo bomb of Wolverine in the background. That was perfect. That's good. And then of course you have your Star Wars very present there. This is the way. And I like this because they have all these different variations of different things there. Now that's Spider Boy from the Spider-Man movie, right? Or is this from Multiverse?
I can't tell, but I definitely know it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's good times. So we went around to all the vendors. We got to meet a lot of cool people. We did get a lot of their different things. So like we're gonna put this up here pretty soon. We got like tons of different cards, everything that I kept them all because like these vendors take their time and do some really cool shit. So I'm gonna give plenty of shout outs to all these people. I mean, this is the Shard of Light Dragon Spike. So I'm gonna put these all in the show notes of all of our stuff that we got.
There's just so many of them.
Now this one's funny. So this guy right here.
His art's amazing, by the way. I love his art.
Hey, you're supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to put your hand behind it now.
What? Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy was fun because this is the first time we got to use our press passes in the right kind of way, so to speak. So we went to his vendor. We went to his booth, whatever, because if you've seen these pictures, there's vendors everywhere. And while he was telling us about these things that she got, which are huge pictures that are also foiled and some unfoiled, and they're like 60 for unfoiled, 80 for whatever. And Jamie's kind of deciding, she's looking at me like, which ones do I get? And all of a sudden, I see him look down at Jamie's badge. And like I said, it says press on it. Next thing you know, he's like, you know what? I'm going to hook you guys up. And he goes back and he starts pulling out the foil ones, the most expensive ones. Here you guys go. Have a good time. So I really felt like that. But that's a good shout out. His name's Terry Huddleston, and he does Huddleston art. It was pretty good.
And he's got tarot cards coming out in the fall, so which I'm going to be probably looking into because I love his art.
Yeah, and his art does look like a flash card, a playing card or something. It looks really good.
And I got his it's got Tommy Oliver Green Ranger in like the green version of a ninja in his ninja outfit, and I got like a reverse Flash, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was awesome. So her and her brother went to the restroom, and I'm just sitting outside waiting like you do. And I'm just trying to take pictures and just kind of be there without feeling like a creepy dude on the corner, you know? And I see him walking up, and I was like, the dude abides. And then there was like, you're over the line. And we just did nothing but one-liners the entire time. It was so great. Those guys were awesome. So we have more of these people. Attack on Titans, yep. And this one, I don't know who this was, but I thought her outfit was very cool. So now this was, so like the first night that we were there, the first day, Saturday, that's when we were like, Jamie had us on a strict schedule. And I mean strict because I tend to wander off, all right? I admit to that, and it pissed her off.
I had two wanderers.
Yeah, because I have a buddy now because we took her brother, so then I had a partner in crime where we're like, let's go do this, let's do that. And then we get alcohol while we're there too, so there you go. He wandered off to do his things because he wanted like all these, you know, because the autographs, which I like about these smaller ones, they're really economical. They're like what, $40 to $60 per autograph, so you can really kind of really see your celebrities. So he's doing that. While he's doing that, me and Jamie were trying to do this and that, and I wanted to get pool time in and all this other stuff. So Jamie did a great job. I feel bad for her, but dude, look at Voltron. That guy
That is
made
impressive.
that. Yes, it lit up. Oh my god! Not only that, you'll see on what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all the video, put it on the finished product on YouTube or whatever, and we'll have it looping. He's at the after party because we went to the after party and everything,
Yeah,
dude.
I loved the first group at the after party. Probably be the best
Mm-hmm.
because they played a lot of songs from my childhood,
Yeah,
and I was sitting there singing and jamming out to a lot of my old.
it was awesome.
I mean, you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Scooby Doo.
Yep. They had all the band was like a Scooby Doo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Look how elaborate some of these people get their outfits, man. It's insane. That Voltron you saw, that guy made everything by scratch, just everything. I mean, he had sunglasses on for the darken the eyes on. I mean, and then look at this lady. She has wings, you know? There you go. This
Appa
was
from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
this reminded me of Never-Ending Story. You remember?
I was like, yeah, like my first thought, it's like Falcor. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like, no.
This is like real life size version of
Yes,
them.
you can climb up on this thing and take pictures either on the back or on the neck. And the back is like $15. The neck is $25 because everybody wants to be on the neck, right? So they want to be on the So, and that's where the cabbage cart was next to it because apparently like it's trashed everything. But here we go. Now you have more girls. This one is one of my favorites because there was only a few girls who dressed like what's that girl's name?
Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Yeah. The rest of them, there you go. You know.
The rest of them were Street Fighter.
Mm. And then you have like
Homelander.
Homelander and stuff like that. But look in the back. So
His hair there reminds me of the president, former president.
oh yeah, he's a Trump Homelander. You're just gonna be
Like, you
huge.
got the whole like Captain America thing going on, and then
I love it.
Trump hair.
Look at the background though. You see all the actual actors and everything back there. So
Yeah.
so you can see how it's set up. Oh, it's pretty cool. And then like these people get really big on these costumes and everything. We did go to we did go to a panel through. You'll see this guy later on. He's actually a ghost hunter guy. Do you guys remember when Ghost Hunters came out and Ghost Adventures came out, and there was another one?
Fake is all fake. Ghost Hunters was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now this is cool. Okay, so let's talk about our stuff. What do you think? So, this was the cost of us to park for 2 days. $77 and change. Don't ever park in Indianapolis if you don't have to. So,
I think really that was one of the only bad perks of parking at the Hyatt was there was not really any parking.
no, there was none. I mean, there was parking. So,
But there
Yeah.
wasn't no like private hotel parking and it wasn't for free.
yeah. So we pull up to the Hyatt and like Jamie, we had to go around twice because I fucked it all up, right? So Jamie, third one. Sorry. So I messed it up twice, right? So we had to go back around, and like her and her brother are like making fun of me and telling me like when to turn and get out of the bus lane and don't try to hit those people on bikes, little things like that. And so we're making the left-hand turn by a cop, and I mean it was just bad. And we get over to the thing again because we couldn't find the parking, and we pull in, and it's the valet parking, which was how much? $57 a night to park with valet, and then
Cheaper if you park yourself.
Yep, and then you pull in there, and it's $38 a night there. So we're like, okay, we'll just do that. Well, I thought when we went down there, they would validate our parking, but we tried using our press passes. No, they're like, you got to pay for the parking down there. And the bad thing is, if you park, it's underneath the Hyatt. If you leave, it recharges you all over again. So it's not continuous.
So you better just take the bus.
Yeah. So, and they have the cool accordion buses there. That's pretty cool.
They have those
So-
in St. Louis too.
I've never seen the accordion buses in St. Louis.
The electric buses are accordion buses.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one thing I love about Indianapolis, and we said this on the last show,
It's
you
very, very pedestrian friendly.
yes, you can walk around, you can see the sights, you can take the tour. So we went to like Steak and Shake and like stuff like that all around.
Saw a couple kids get in trouble for stealing.
Yeah. And this is funny because it did remind me of like our childhood of like getting in trouble and getting caught, because like you could tell like
I thought she was gonna hit those kids.
yeah. She walked back there and she goes, like, two of these ladies walked back to like where the soda machine is and was like, no, and the kids had to pull out their money and pay right then and there because they like stole a cup or something or whatever. And it was like they were moms like catching the kids, you know. And then like one just kind of sat there like shaking her head like yeah, I'm watching you.
I think probably don't stare. It's not necessary.
But it was funny.
Actually, the one thing I just noticed was the technology fee. That kind of cracks me up. What the fuck is a technology fee?
Huh?
Technology fee in the ticket. It's a
Oh,
multi-day rate and
yeah,
the
I don't
technology.
know. I don't know.
I
Because
look at-
it's all automated. Like, you just go in, you put your ticket out, and then you see it is, and you had to call a number. Oh, that's where it is, because you had to call a number to get it to open the gate. How much is the fee? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Fuck
Was it like
25.
You get
yeah.
open the gate and then
fuck
you have
right.
not just when you go in, but also when you go out.
Yeah, that was it. You gotta pay $1.25 for that shit. Oh man, we have a little Indiana Jones with his whip. But, yeah, there's stuff like this. So okay, now here's the thing. There's a lot of dudes dressed as girls. Now we said this about last time too, that's not new. I mean, we're from the '90s, man. A lot of dudes wore like sundresses and shit. It's just whatever, you know. Not to sound weirdo, Biro.
Love this one. I love this one because it was from Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Throwback to my childhood.
See, I love
You know
all this
what?
thing. Yeah.
You can go free balling if you're wearing a long dress, though.
Very true.
Just saying, let the air just breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
So it's like Polly was saying, it's not nothing new.
Why are we echoing?
You're
Is
not
it us?
echoing.
You're echoing on this side.
Yeah,
We
I hear
echoing?
echo.
Yeah, you hear the
Not
echo
anymore.
too? Okay.
So
did.
it's not nothing new. You know, the guys dress up like girls. You know, it's been something since the '90s. And then, can I go ahead and jump to the after party?
Yeah, I guess we can. Well, let's finish up anything else. So
Alright.
did we miss anything from the hotel? So let's do the pluses and minuses in the hotel. All right. Plus, it's really close.
It's really close.
Yeah, we did walk back and forth a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
That was really
there's
cool. Minus,
stuff.
expensive.
I don't know. Those dreams were really weird.
Yes, let's get to the room. So our room was awkward because it looked like this. So the Hyatt Regency is in a huge conference building, and it has PNC Bank in it, and Starbucks, and Bazuba Guabo. Go ahead.
It used to be a conference building turned into a hotel, so the rooms are very awkward. And another thing is the air ducts we were right underneath the air duct.
Yeah. So let me get on this real quick. So picture a building that was made for conferences and offices, right? And then they converted several rooms into hotels. So when you walk in, you automatically feel like this doesn't feel right. So you look up right above our supposed king size bed. It was a air duct that was pretty damn big, and it was the last hottest day of the week. What was it, last week or so? And that was what you were talking about. We started getting dripped on because it was condensating on the inside of the vent.
Nice.
And when the air was kicking on, it was shooting it out.
So Polly moves. It's like, oh, it's nice. I was like, and I moved, and like I was still getting dripped. And I was like, fuck.
So the second night, we slept on the opposite side of the bed so we didn't get dinged. But here's the thing. When you walk in the room, so like picture your normal hotel room. You walk in, and it kind of like has a bathroom, right? And like a closet or whatever. And then you walk into like, it opens up to the room where you have like two beds or whatever. Kind of like if you look at Ameristar's room. Or you look at like a Holiday Inn, you walk in, there's the bathroom, you go in, there's the things, and they have the they always have the air conditioning like on the window, right? Or like at Ameristar where it's like, it's nice, but you know, that's that. This one was, the floors was janky, It looked nice ish.
Oh, you nearly fell like once or twice.
And the rug looks like there was no padding. It looked like they just threw a rug down, splashed some paint on the walls, and made them into rooms. So we had all we had was like a bed, a table, a desk. We had do we have a mini fridge? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Because the bathroom area was really nice when you walk in.
I love the only thing I'd say about the bathroom was the ceiling. The ceiling was not.
The ceiling was drop ceiling.
Yeah, it's not made for.
That's why I said this was not made a hotel. This was there was drop ceiling, man. It was made to be a conference or office building.
Because the drop ceiling is mold waiting to happen.
I know, right? So, so you had that, and like twice, I almost fell over because I lost balance for no reason. I felt like weird and I fell over. Her brother in the middle of the night was trying to go to the bathroom. He walked in the same location I was and just almost took a face plant on the wall. A wall plant? How would you face wall plant? How would you say that?
I don't know.
But yeah, he was pretty scared about that. And then not only that, we all had weird fucking dreams in there. All three of us. Like Jamie talked about, she got raped.
Nearly got raped.
Yeah, and I was like thinking I was somebody in the room because I kept waking up trying to look at the shit.
I
It was
haunted.
weird. Probably. But all right, so
I
those.
get weird dreams almost every night, so that wouldn't probably.
Yeah.
I know I'm not even supposed to dream anymore, and I still do.
Okay.
I take medicine to not dream, and I still have dreams.
Well, yeah, snort it, and then you'll be okay.
Oh, okay. It's a time release one, so I'll just break the capsule and.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's a depository, which you just take it to the other end.
Oh, no, that's an exit, not an.
Up the butt. Just like so we did a long time ago.
We're on YouTube. Remember that.
You're right. A long time ago at work, we did a Sweet 16 of super hero versus hero of Marvel and everything, and Ant-Man kept winning because they kept going up the. So, okay, getting back to the hotel. The other thing is there's a firewall or something. It was the weirdest thing ever.
So,
you had to go around a wall to get to your door.
So here's the thing. We would have never known it was our door because you would think they put the number outside the wall or on the wall.
Yeah, it was like an extending wall out, and then you had to walk around it to get into our hotel room.
Yeah, and they put it by the door behind the wall.
Behind the wall. So
Nice.
we're okay, that's
And then
that's 822.
then the former security guard in me kicks in and is like, "Hey, this is a fire hazard because if this wall was to catch on fire, there's no way these people
It would fall into the door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were safe. So yeah, those are the things that we did not like on those things. But yeah, other than that though, it was good. But then we went out to the Fat Rooster. Last time we went to the Fat Rooster and we had an amazing time. This time, I don't know what. It just didn't have the magic anymore.
No.
It didn't taste good. I don't
think
know.
because we were desperate. I don't know.
I feel it's because we got spoiled going to Chicago and went to a Quality Inn, and their breakfast was immensely greater, and it was El Cheapo shit stuff. I mean, man. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Just
Harry Potter. There you go.
You might as well just not try.
So this was another thing. We were at the same podcast. They're doing a giveaway game, and there were like these chainsaw head game or something like that. And this guy, he was a cowboy. He was like, they were playing music, and he was like, "That's my two cowboy hat guy." It was pretty cool. Edward Scissorhands. So
You finally found it.
what?
I know you said you were looking for Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. So good. So, like I said, we did all that, tons of vendors, and all those vendors, Jamie only bought one sword. I was really proud of you.
It was a real one though.
Yeah, you couldn't even open it up to show me because it was like sharpened and everything. I can't do that. This is this is the ghost guy. If you guys ever, hold on, can you see that?
Ghost Man.
Yeah,
Ghostman,
it's showing Ghostman Bureaus.
Yeah, he got his little autograph and everything there too. It was really cool because he gave me like all his information on the back because me and him had talked for a while in length, and he did the show Extreme Paranormal. And I don't know if you guys ever watched that when all that big hype of ghost hunters and ghost adventures was it Ghost Hunters, all that was coming out. There was Extreme Paranormal, which I never got into. I saw it a couple times. I was like, it's not my thing. This is the guy. So he did a panel, and he did really cool stuff. He did, what is that, the spirit box stuff
Yeah.
he did? And it was a funny story, which we texted to him later, that Bob Barker died that weekend. Remember that, guys? A
Yeah.
couple days ago, Bob Barker died.
Right.
Everybody's dying. Bob
Yeah.
Barker, Jimmy Buffett. Gosh.
This is our Vigo
Pee Wee Herman.
picture. Yep. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off. I just want to make sure this doesn't stop. Our Vigo picture. You remember in
Nice.
Ghostbusters
Yeah.
when the guy's like, Vigo? So I was imitating that.
Ghostbusters 2.
Yep. That was a great.
The
that
not
was
so good
great.
Ghostbusters.
So while we're at the Ghostbusters, like there's the Ecto thing to the right of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now all these guys, you'll see one of the Ghostbusters. His name is McMullen. These are all fundraisers. They go there and just use everything they sell for fundraisers to help out with like social issues and stuff like that. It was really cool. I'm gonna make sure I put everybody's stuff up in the show notes so that everybody can see that. And
You
we'll probably
butcher
do
people's
pictures.
names a lot. I noticed that.
I do. Yeah. I'm
I
sorry.
do. I do.
It's a badge of honor. being,
Yeah,
slaughtered
term
by,
of
you know.
endearment. Who is it? Okay, so
So,
the
so he is Tommy Oliver from Dino Thunder.
that's Power Rangers, though, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's
Good
Power
that.
Range.
So another Power Rangers you saw was what's his name?
Is Jason Font. He played Wes Collins. He was the Time Force Ranger in Power Rangers, but he was also the motion capture actor for Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil Vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And so she got his signature right there. Not only that, another person at her job. We're not going to say any names. He's a huge fanatic of the Resident Evil and everything. So Jamie made sure to like send him a video talking about like utilizing our press passes. So he got a video sent to him where he's all like, doing a cameo with him and her together, like, hey, blah 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 blah, Zuma Guabo, and Jamie wanted us to say hi, and dude. So when I saw him later, I was like, what'd you think, dude? His face is like, oh, it was so cool.
And then I also got him his autograph.
So yeah, but I love all these outfits everybody does. It's all great. Look at this, dude. They got the Sandman, the Sand People. What are they called? Banthas or something?
Banthas are their creatures. They're animals.
Mhm.
So make sure you don't go to your stepdad's girlfriend because you just butchered that.
I know, right? Well, that's okay. They'll be listening and they'll be like, "What the beep?" All right, now this is a picture starting into the after party. There was a line for the after party that was huge, so I started taking pictures of people like you do. And this is not the after party, so these are so out of order. I'm so bad about this. I'm so sorry. What's going on here?
Wizard of Oz.
Why is my pictures changing? There we go.
Hey, I
this
gotta
is-
get off here.
All right. So this is also in line for the after party. All right. So that was pretty cool. And then I have this.
I
Those
think
are
everybody
nice.
just got off.
Is everybody off? No, we still have Jaded.
Okay, cool.
All right. And this is at the actual after party. We met up with the universe. What was his name?
The Winter Soldier.
The Winter
Winter Soldier.
Soldier. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. There's so many pictures here. I mean, these guys were phenomenal. I took a lot of pictures. And we found Taylor again inside the convention, and we're like, "Hey, there he is!" And he's just like, "Whoosh, hey!" So that was pretty cool. So we have like this. It's I mean, there's a lot of pictures here. I really
There's
like it.
just so much. We're gonna have to probably pick this up and do a part 2.
Yeah, we could do a part 2, but okay, here we go. This is the guy who was on Paranormal Investigation, and then we talked to him for like a good 20, 30 minutes. He signed my stuff. He said, please go to my panel. We went to his panel, and while we were there, we're trying to listen to the spirit box thing he was trying to do. And we all heard the name Bob come up when they kept saying, because he brought like the pretty girls up to the stage, and like sitting them down.
They
and
were
was,
in the
like,
back
trying
too.
to scare 'em.
So
It maybe was staged, you mean?
no, they said they were in the back too. And
Oh.
he picked the people in the back. Sorry, he was going from the back to the front. We had to leave because we were going to the after
Okay.
party.
All right. I just thought it was whatever. So we all heard the name Bob, right?
Mhm.
That's what I'm sure. Yep. And then we get back to our hotel to like sit down and like rest for a little bit because while we were at the after party, they're like the after party is going to go on for question mark. So we didn't know when. So we were like, let's go get dinner. So we went back to the hotel room, and then Jamie's on her phone. And she goes, Bob Barker just died today. And all of us were like, huh.
We're gonna brush that one off.
Yeah, that was awesome. Ash from Evil Dead. I love it.
Army of Darkness.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get to the after party pictures wherever they're at. Oh, I thought this one was funny. Indiana Jones and the Emperor having lunch. It was like something off of Blazing Saddles or something, isn't it? I love it. And then we, of course, our
Koro Sensei.
So I took a lot of photographs of people's different stuff, you know, because a lot of us, like, we all ran out of business cards and everything to give out to people. I love the Lord of the Rings guys. That was pretty cool.
And, like, the guys who did the Indiana Jones and Emperor Palpatine were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So this is the guy, McMillan or whatever. He does the charities and stuff for all the Ghostbusters stuff all in that area. So every time if you anybody ever goes to Indianapolis Pop Con and you see them there, that's the guy, and they all do just charity work. So I'd suggest to go to it. This was a guy at Steak and Shake because everybody, all the restaurants around us were still like, you know, all from the con. It was really cool.
He was the punk rock version of the punk rock Spider-Man, and it's one of my favorite variants of Spider-Man, which he pulled it off, which amazingly, by the way.
Yeah, because he went to go get a soda, and then he comes back to his table, and his table that's to the left of him or whatever, right of him, was all full of cosplays. And we walked right up to them and just tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Can I get a picture with you?" "Oh man, I'm getting ready to eat and everything." "Yes, you can." It was funny.
But his cosplay was off the hook.
Yep. Everybody did. Okay, so this is the after party. Take a look at this picture. Now I'll put the videos, like I said, up on the YouTube, so we can you can fast forward, get to that. But yeah, this was really cool. And the band that played earlier was like a Scooby-Doo, like that was their theme. And they had videos playing all around them of all the theme songs.
All the theme songs they played from Steven Universe to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Scooby-Doo. And it was just amazing. They did an amazing job. And
yes, and like you were so into it because everyone could sing to them.
Yeah.
And then they did like their own song, which was pretty cool. And then they had DJs after that. And then they had this drawing that never fucking ended because so many people, like, it filled up with people. And then, like, when they heard the after party was taking a while or whatever, they, like, left and went somewhere, ate, whatever. So all these raffle tickets went out that you get at the door. And they kept doing all these raffle numbers and no one was winning. So they had to keep doing it. And so everybody's counting down, like, the entire room, 10, 9, because no one's claiming it. So they had to keep doing it over and over again. And then finally they had 2 people that were there. Because it was like they did one, they're like, hopefully the next one's gonna be. But her brother he loved it. He stayed there until it was like done. So that was really cool. I think overall this was the best one where I got to enjoy myself entirely. Then the first one you don't know. So you're just trying to get into it, enjoy it, take whatever you can from it. The second time was an emotional journey for both of us, I think.
Yeah. Like, your first, in no offense, your first one, the Indiana Comic Con. You were just an infant, not knowing what you were getting yourself into. And you were just along for the ride.
He looks really good for being Rick from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Coral. So yeah, and then the big one, because that was a big one that really meant something to me because it made me feel uncomfortable that you spent that much money on me, and that was all it was, you know. And I felt so bad about that, but we'll talk about that later. But I thank you so much for that gift, though. So
I don't know about the fact that you're gonna making me sing though.
Oh yeah. By the way, you know about this, don't you, Jaden?
Yeah.
I keep calling you Jaded. It's Jaded, not Jaden. It's the Y
Both
that wigs me out.
It happens.
Yeah, he decided to turn that one into a musical.
A whole musical.
Yes.
And I'm officially roped into it. I have no choice.
I don't know when it's gonna get done, but it's gonna get done. So, but see, look at this. I took so many pictures of all of these. It's not repeating itself. I mean, this is how many pictures we have.
Yeah, and thank for well, yeah.
I want to thank everybody at Indy Pop Con for letting us be there. I like to thank everybody, all the vendors and
Yeah.
everybody to let us kind of be there to see all the stuff. Now, was a lot of stuff overpriced? I can't tell you that because that's that's kind of like your thing. But I will say this though, they had some really cool vendors there.
Yes.
Phenomenally cool vendors there.
The artwork was amazing. All the artwork there was
Yes.
amazing. I wouldn't have enough money to buy it all.
Look at those glasses. I almost bought those glasses.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah, they're
I
fully,
had to be very wise about my money.
they're fully like they can change and do whatever you want to do with them. They're really cool.
My Tanjiro sword was worth it.
Yeah. Now I went to this booth and you'll like this because I don't have it up here, but it's they had all these old school movie posters in magnets for your kitchen and stuff. I got They Live, I got Ghostbusters, I got Gremlins, and it was really cool. They had all that, and then I got patches because earlier that week before we went on Indy Pop Con, we were at the mall and we bought these Loki bags that were $10 each and 80% off of or 30% off the second one you buy. So it was really good. They were really worth the money in my opinion. So yeah.
And again,
Yeah. The thing I like most about cons is like it really is the atmosphere that the cosplayers bring to the table. It's like when there's a lot of cosplayers around or whatever, it really does make it,
Yeah.
the atmosphere.
You're right. It does 1,000% because it. I don't even know why I said because. I mean, you're hitting the nail on the head. I paid more attention to everyone than the damn actors. I went by James Marston, one of my ones I wanted to see there, and he was wearing a mask, and it just seeing him in real life, and just kind of walking by him a couple times, knowing I could just go up at any time to get my autograph. I cared more or less. I mean, I still liked seeing him, but I saw him, and then I moved on with my day. How messed up is that? Because I was driven away by all the cosplay. There was a podcast. Did you ever see that? Did you see that corner, like little white thing? And they're doing podcasts there too, like live podcasts where people are talking about their cosplay get-ups and everything. It was so cool. I loved the food that they had too.
Oh, yeah, the Japanese food that we had.
Yes.
We actually had a Japanese
It was a mystery bag. So
Yeah.
they had all these different ones. So they had the soda. They had different types of like sweet breads and little breads and chips and all this other stuff. And they're all from Japan, so it's all like shrimp flavored, whatever, all different types of flavors. So we buy a mystery bag for $15. And it came with
it was bread filled with red bean paste.
red bean paste, yeah.
And then we had
We had Mambos. We had the soda. It was a grape soda.
The green tea pop.
Yeah, the great. Oh my God! So you know those little pop stick things, pop whatever they're called, and there's like
pop stickers. Yeah.
No. They're like
No.
candy sticks. They're like it's like an animal cracker, and then they have
Okay.
like chocolate on it or strawberry
We
or
had
whatever.
green tea.
Green tea. It was so good. Yeah.
And you wouldn't think the red bean taste bread would taste good, but it tastes amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking America's missing out.
Now, one thing I thought was kind of cool was, remember, we're talking to the vendor guy, and I said, well, how do you say thank you? Because this is all Japanese stuff, right? And I was like, how do you say thank you? And then he goes, kamsamnida.
And I was like, that's Korean.
Yeah, so I was like, chambaneo. And then I was like, why is he here? But I didn't want to like get into it, Why is a Korean guy selling Japanese shit? But that's all goody gumdrops.
And when he said kamatsu, I'm thinking, I knew that from karate, martial arts. I'm
So
thinking,
Chappie's sending me pictures while we're trying to finish this out. But overall, I would say the whole trip, again, I want to thank Indy Pop Con for letting us go there. I want to thank all the vendors. I want to thank all the actors. I want to thank everybody who makes it possible. I want to thank all those people that dressed up, all the people that just
all
came.
the cosplayers.
It was insane. It was great. Everybody was so nice. All the staff that worked there did a great job. Meeting the PR guy on Sunday on their last day I would say it was even. I want to get him on the show. While we were talking to him, I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No, go ahead.
While we were talking to him, they had their own little like vendor area, And we're just like, hey, can you answer a few questions? How come you guys don't have like a schedule saying like, okay, this is when these people are coming back from their lunches or whatever, like a digital board or something? That's what I would want, because everybody was wondering how much this stuff cost and when are they coming back. So I get that part. And then we kind of talked a little more about this and that, and he talked about a little bit of the origin story of how this all came about. And the favorite thing was Marco Polo. What is his name?
Markiplier.
Yeah,
because I brought up because I said this is my second Indy Pop Con, and my first one was back in 2015 when Markiplier was here, and he's like, oh.
And he goes, we don't speak of that day.
And I laughed because I know exactly why he was talking about it.
And for all of you who don't know that, what had happened was he's a YouTuber. I'm sure you guys all know who Markiplier. What's his name?
Markiplier. So
Yeah.
it kind of happened. So it was kind of a quadruple thing, because it was him, Wade, who's known on YouTube as Lord Many 777, his friend Bob, and then Jacksepticeye joined the scene. Well, for those at the time, Jacksepticeye lived in Ireland, and when you got four of them who are all kind of popular and well known coming at the same time, you're gonna get a.
They had so many people there that they broke the fire code, and this is for the huge 2-story convention that they broke a fire code with. So he was saying that the fire marshal and many of his entourage were there, and they were like trying to do the best they can to accommodate this. When the actual convention closed down for the night at 7 p.m., the actors still wanted to go out and we can call him an actor, right, or whatever, influencer. They still wanted to make sure everybody got their signatures, which all were for free. The whole day.
Nice.
All four of them did it for free.
So that's probably why that brought in a huge crowd too. But they learned, Carl was telling us they learned so much from that day of how to handle these pops, that no matter what, they have to charge, no matter what, they have to do these things. Even if it's the bare minimum, they have to do certain things that they have to do to keep these stages so that it doesn't happen like this again. And I thought that was really cool because, I love all the behind the scenes stuff.
And I would like to have him on because you'd have his perspective, which is from an organizer's perspective, and a behind the scenes perspective, and an attendees' perspective.
Yeah,
which I think would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
But that's my
indeed. So all good times. Well, I don't know. Do you think we?
Yeah, we should wrap it.
We
up.
should ditch this popsicle stand.
I think we should wrap it up here.
All
He's
right.
probably like, I want to go home and get home.
All right, let's see if we can throw some music up here real quick that's not going to give us copyright infringements. Let's see. Anything else you want to add before we get going there, Jaded?
I watched Pump Up the Volume last night. It's been a while since I watched that.
Yes, I love that movie, dude. I got my.
I've been on a vintage Christian Slater kick. I watched Gleaming the Cube 2 nights ago, and then I watched Pump Up the Volume last night. So yeah.
Nice. Dude, I love that where he's all like, I did that for an intro one time where he's like, I got my Blackjack gum, my Diet Pepsi Cherry Coke, and I got a feeling. Oh, dude, I love that movie. That's like one of those that got me into all this, all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was really cool. But, all right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the show. Thank you for bearing with us in this live thing, and as well, with our YouTube, we're going to jack it all up. But we're moving on. We'll see how it goes.
Bye.
Later, all.
I'm number one. Goose down, jacket, Maverick, Top Gun. Do it B.I.G. like Biggie, Big Pun. Look, evil Knievel, I'm trying to stand.
Oh, babe, look at those big ass dice. Let's use those on next time we're doing D&D. Let's just roll those. I want one.
Yeah, I don't use the tab. Is it this thing?
It's your magical pot, $10.
Is it trying to read it? I don't understand the picture. Wait, something happened. Oh, payment timed out.
I think this is That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
All over again.
What? There you go. We're around there.
Some good, some not so good. Ed Warren was right. The fairy tale is true. These spirits do exist, and they affect us every day, whether you believe or not. Ladies and gentlemen, here to present tonight's speaker, I give you the Living Dead.
Ghostman Sean Burris from the Shadow Nation podcast. Of course, the host of Extreme Paranormal on A&E and Travel Channels. What did I do on Travel Channel? What was it? Evil Things on Travel Channels, which is what you guys just saw. Of course, that wasn't my real house. That was some Hollywood magic, but the story was true. This is my real house. And for you Indianapolis people, it's very close to Garfield Park, but I'm not going to give out the location. But it's not too far from here.
All right, you're trying.
My name is Kari, and I know, just to keep you guys waiting, you know, the good old Antissa Nation. It'll be 870-778. 870. Who is going home? 870-778. No takers? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
New Drawing by DJ Head Girl.
The number is 870-526. 870-526.
This is looking good.
Any takers? Can we count to 10 again? 9, 8, 7, 6.
What's your number?
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, DJ Shiva Scream, pull from the bucket of luck.